Okay, we're going to call cause number 22-39128, the state of Texas versus Marcus Garvey Morris Jr. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And we're here with your attorney, Mr. Galmore, and the state's attorney. Okay, we've got an issue right off the bat. There are two motions to revoke unadjudicated probation, and one of them, the newer one, is a first amended, but it's not written that way. I see an older MTRP in August of 24. Then now a motion to revoke probation, which has a first amended number 2 and 3 allegations. So this must be a first amended motion.
That's correct. Move the title to first amended.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation filed August 18th of last year? Can we proceed in summary?
He does when may.
All right. Raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statement you make during this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Lower your hand. In summary, this motion first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation states that on November 8th of 2022 in this court, you were placed on 10 years deferred or unadjudicated probation for aggravated robbery. Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
One states you failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office as required on or about September 18th, October 9th, November 13th, 2023, in violation of condition 4 of your probation order, which states you must report regularly. Is that allegation true or untrue?
True.
Are you pleading true to this voluntarily and because it is true as it is alleged? It's yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You understand that a voluntarily and knowingly made plea of true to one or more violations, that's enough of probation. That is enough to grant a motion to revoke probation. Your probation can be revoked.
Yes, sir.
And you can be sentenced. This is a first degree felony, no less than 5 nor more than 99 years confinement or life imprisonment. Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true?
Yes, sir.
Fine, you're pleading true voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true in this allegation on this motion to revoke probation. All right, an agreement's been reached where you will be pleading true, your probation would be revoked, you would be sentenced to 5 years in prison. In this case, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
If I follow this, and 2 other new cases would be dismissed.
This was actually older cases, Judge. They were before the probation. So
Over this,
that has some Orange County stuff in it that
he was put on probation in November of 22. This was filed in August of 23, this indictment.
yes, sir, but the offenses,
Were in October 28. Yeah. Anyway, these were cases that were filed after you were put on probation.
yes, sir.
Those are going to be dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's your understanding of the plans.
Yes, sir.
All right. And if I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1 here. Did you sign that document voluntarily? Understand it? Discuss it with your attorney or the contents? True and correct.
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence.
Without objection.
Without objection admitted. Among other things, this states that you understand fully if I follow this agreement, which I'm going to do, you have no right of appeal of your case.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything further to add?
No, you're right.
Then if nothing further, I'm going to find that, Mr. Morris, you have pleaded true to allegation 1 of this first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation filed August 18th, 2025, which among other things allege that you failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office on or about September 18th, October 9th, and November 13th of 2023. I get the sense here you were an absconder. You absconded, right? You quit reporting, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And did he ever report again?
No, sir.
Never did. And when was the defendant arrested ultimately?
A year ago.
Oh, so he had counted for years. This was September of 23, so 24, 25.
He was taken into custody by Vider PD in July of 2025.
Okay, almost 2 years. The one thing you have to do is report. If you don't report, you're not really on probation, on supervision. That's the most important thing.
Yes, sir.
You failed on that one. Fine. That you have pleaded true to this voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. That is enough to grant this motion to revoke probation. Your probation is hereby revoked by preponderance of the evidence or greater. Earlier in this case, when you pleaded guilty to the first-degree felony of aggravated robbery voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. There was sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea at that time from State's Exhibit 1 admitted at your guilty plea hearing to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. We instead deferred any finding of guilt and placed you on deferred or unadjudicated probation. Now that your unadjudicated probation has hereby been revoked based upon the findings in this first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation, this court goes back to your original plea hearing and finds that there is sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the underlying aggravated robbery. I now find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of that first degree felony. I am following this agreement. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 5 years. The judgment shall reflect that a deadly weapon, namely a firearm, was used in in the commission of this offense. Anything else?
Mayor,
There are 2 cases
I've got those dismissal sentences.
are to be dismissed, correct? And I will dismiss those.
Right, can we quickly do discovery, sir?
Fine.
It's a interpret.
Ah,